and Dad, just because they've been telling me to do that this whole time.
I love you, son.
So, here we are, the 8th grade class of 2009. For some of us, the road to graduation has been a long one, filled with many speed bumps, and for others, the road was a lot smoother. Now that we're here, I can't help but look back on all that I've done here at Holmes Middle School. The first day of 6th grade, a day that many of us were looking forward to, but also dreading. Many fears that we now know are irrational popped into our heads. Am I going to get shut in the locker? Am I going to meet with any of my friends? Am I going to get beat up? As you can see, we all made it through that first day without being harmed too badly. Another thing that I know at least I was worried about was being able to open and close my locker. I still remember coming back after the long weekends and not being able to remember my combination. Come to think of it, I did that in 8th grade too. As if all of that wasn't enough, in 6th grade the girls start to become a little less yucky. All of you out there know what I'm talking about. The girls start to smell a little nicer in 6th grade. At the end of the year, I knew I was going to be just fine. 7th grade was probably the most relieving year in the fact that I no longer had any of the fears I had in 6th grade. Also, I knew what to expect on the first day, and there was no getting used to anything new. More good things in 7th grade are, you aren't picked on as much. Of course, I never had that problem with older people because I was taller than most of them. More importantly are all of the girls. In 7th grade, I felt it was much easier to just sit and talk with girls rather than getting lightheaded and saying, hi, every 5 seconds. I felt more like they listened to me than sitting down with one of my homeboys and having the feeling like they didn't listen to me at all. Of course, with that comes middle school relationships. Now, I know some of you parents out there are probably rolling your eyes, but it's something I couldn't overlook. In 7th grade, there were probably a lot of broken hearts. What seems to be the worst part about it is that's generally the first time it's happened to you. However, we all persevered and made it through the year. And last but definitely not least came 8th grade year. I was completely pumped to be on top of the middle school food chain. Being in 8th grade was great because younger kids listened to what I had to say. It also couldn't have hurt to be a 6-foot-tall wrestling captain. As far as I was concerned, nothing could possibly go wrong this year. One thing I did not see coming, though, was all of the work. Within the first few months, we already had to write a 10-page research paper, not to mention 8 names. Miss Gazalter. I didn't even think it was possible to write 10 pages. Another thing that I knew was in the school but had never been a part of before was all the drama. I bet nearly all the students over here could write a middle school soap opera based off of events that actually happened. It seemed like every week something big happened, like a breakup or a big fight, and it all became very hard to keep track of. However, the one thing that pushed me through all of that was this moment right now, graduation. I don't think I could go 5 minutes without thinking about what it was going to be like. Now that it's finally here, I start to think about what's to come in high school. After all, you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. So, ask yourself, where are you going? Where have you been? Look back on all that you've done in middle school. Would you change anything? If so, how would you do it? With something to think about. This is Austin Hartley. Make a great day, or not. The choice is yours.